Hey y'all, it's Kay Divine. I just wanted to quickly come on here and let y'all know there's a lot of people that are going to have the wrong impression about you, and it's because of their own warped perception. I think a lot of y'all come in contact with people who assume things like they assume you're high maintenance, they assume that they'll say things like, oh, you think you're better than me. And it's like, no, I don't think that. You think that. You think I'm better than you for whatever reason. You think that. I never say anything. And it's like, this is why you'll run into people who they don't know why they don't like you, but they instantly just can't stand you. When you come around, they just feel so icky. They hate it. And this is why people end up trying to create situations so that they can justify their feelings about you. This is why there will be people who will try to get in your way. You know, the little subtle stuff like walking in your path on purpose. Um, I had a coworker at my new job do some some little subtle shit to me this past week, where like I'm working next to her, but I gave her more than enough space. I was just doing some stuff to help get some stuff out the way, and like I went to the walk-in cooler to get some stuff, and I come back and she done moved stuff. She's in the spot that I was in for no reason. She had all this space down here. And so I just went along and did something else until she moved. Because I was like, no, like, I promise you, people will do stuff on purpose because they want you to get upset so that they can be like, I knew that person was this, and that. Because they want to try to say that you're the problem. But the problem lies with them. And this is the issue with people who project. They feel some type of way about you and they don't know why. So now they need to create a scenario so that they can justify their feelings. And when they can't justify their feelings, they're going to start telling lies about you. Or they're going to crash out. It's one or the other. Them folks definitely going to crash out. And most of the time they crash out because it's like they spending so much energy trying to figure out what it is about you that they don't like. But most of the time it's them comparing themselves to you. And it could be the littlest of things. It could be, oh well, this person is skinnier than me. This person is prettier than me. This person is smarter than me. This person just seems to. How did they get this position? I had to work. I had to start at the bottom, and this person just instantly gets a job like this. Like, it could be something so small, and it's like it don't have nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. And my greatest advice to you, when it comes down to people who want to cause problems with you or want to try to create a situation with you, stay far away from them. If you have to speak to them, be as cordial, short and sweet, and to the point as you possibly can be. Otherwise, don't try to befriend them. Don't ask them no questions. There ain't no point in asking people like that, like, hey, did I say or do anything? You didn't do anything to that person. You know that you didn't do nothing to that person. And how I know this person doesn't like me is because like when I first tried to introduce myself to her, she like basically paid me no mind, and I was like, all right, I got you. I'll just move out your way. And the funny thing about that is that a lot of people haven't ran across someone like you. Like they're used to people kind of chasing for validation and trying to, like, hey, did I offend you? Did I say something to you? I'm sorry if I. They're used to people shrinking and people like begging for their approval, or they're used to people giving them the same energy back. They're used to shooting someone an attitude and someone getting an attitude back with them so that they can just, turn around and say like, oh, that person's just, well, I don't like them because they have an attitude, but really it's them that started it. But because you don't do either one of those things, because you're not running behind them, trying to be their friend, trying to figure out like, how can I get this person to like me? and you're not giving them negative energy, you're just like, whatever, you ignore their ass. They are confused and they can't figure out how they can fit you into the narrative that they've been creating in their head, because a lot of people who don't like you, they're all delusional. 95% of the things that people like deep down, like they curate about you, is a version of you that they made up. A lot of times it's not even who you are to your core. Especially the people who have like smeared your name, like you've been a part of a smear campaign. Those people completely make up a version of you in their head. That's why they work so tirelessly to try to make you fit the narrative that they wrote for you. And if y'all go watch my video, I did this months ago, so you gotta scroll a little bit. But I said, don't let your enemies write your story, because that's what a lot of these people are sent here to do. This is why I call them chaos demons, because they will sit here and try to convince you that you are the one with the problem, yet you was over there minding your business. Oh, well, you were rude, and it's just like, no, that was you. Or they perceive something because you didn't acknowledge them. Now they're like, oh, that person is rude. Like, for instance, I told y'all that this past week was my first time at this, my new job, and I'm training, so I'm not even at the store that I'm going to be at. But I instantly could see the vibe with people where they don't even really communicate when they first walk in. And it's like there's some people who are kind of cool, other people are just like, we just work together. And so I was like, I'm just gonna follow suit. Like, I'm just here. If they want to know who I am, they'll speak to me. For the ones that don't speak to me, they don't. Whatever. I don't take none of that shit personally. Because at the end of the day, this is a job, and this is easy for me to do. So, it's like I'm learning, but it's like this shit's not rocket science. I'll be all right in the end. And I think that some of the people took offense because I wasn't like kissing their ass, and I wasn't trying to like be all in their face about like, hi, I'm Kayla. It's nice to meet you. And it's like, no, I'm good. I like this is what I mean by like reading energy. Like, I don't approach people when I can already kind of tell, like, if you really don't care, I don't care either. And because my thing was like, I'm just here to learn, so I'm not gonna be here anyways. I don't care to get to know y'all. I don't care to get to know you. I don't need to build relationships. I'm cool with some of the people there right now. Like, some of them have engaged with me, put me in on conversations. They real cool. Other people, not so much, and I'm okay with that. That's just the way of the world right now. But like I'm saying, like, people are curating a version of you in their head that's not even real. Don't allow people's perception of you to dictate how you continue to show up and present yourself. That's why I say ignore them people. Like, leave them people be. Like, let them sit in their own little weird ass feelings over there and pout about how you didn't acknowledge them. But that's how you know that you have your own inner power and inner strength, that people want you to acknowledge them, even though they don't want to give you the same respect. And they've done nothing to earn your acknowledgement. What am I going out of my way to speak to you when you couldn't even give me the common courtesy to do the same? All right, well, I'm just going to leave you alone. And that's the most kindest thing that you can do. This is why I keep telling y'all, like, this is what I had to keep reminding myself when I, getting back into the work field. I was like, you are kind, you are not nice. And I was like, I can be cool and talk and have a conversation with somebody, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not fighting. Like, if someone walks past me, doesn't speak to me, perfect. All right, we just don't speak. I'm not chasing you down. I'm not chasing after you to be like, hey, I just wanted to. No. All right, cool. I'm just here. I'm over here and I'm gonna mind my business. When you need something from me, you let me know. And that's gonna make some people uncomfortable because, you know, they feel like you should be chasing after them. And when you don't, they get confused. And I don't know why people be on they little high horses. Like, a lot of people, like I said, people think you're high maintenance. Like, people don't be thinking that you're as humble as you are. Like, I could tell that some people think that I'm high maintenance because of like how some of the people were like treating me at this job. Like, They assumed that I was like like that I needed them to like, oh, do you? So I work at a restaurant. I'm not gonna say which one, but I work for a restaurant. And when I'm getting my employee meal for the day, like one of the guys that works there was like asking me like, do you like want it like in a to-go container or do you want it in a plate? And I'm like, what am I dirtying up dishes for, sweetheart? You better put that thing in that plastic container and give it to me. Like, I'm not tripping about putting dirtying up more dishes in here. What are you talking about? Like, and they're like, do you want plasticware? I'm like, I'm not dirtying up dishes. I'm gonna eat this just how everybody else in here eats it. Like, it's just food. Calm down. I don't need to be treated like a customer for real. I don't. I'm not tripping about it. Excuse me. Confirmation burp. Like, people be thinking things about you, and it's not your fault that people feel that way. It's just people have never encountered someone like you. And I know that sometimes y'all be thinking like, well, I'm just normal. I'm just a regular person. But to other people, when they see you, they don't see a regular person. This is why you have people who be jealous of you. They be in secret competition with you because you got something special about you. Your aura, your presence is just so different. This is why people stare at you. People stare at you like randomly in public because your aura speaks so loudly. It's so loud. That's why people be doing double takes when they around y'all because they've never seen someone like you. It's not necessarily about your physical appearance because you could be feeling like at your lowest, like, this is not my most beautiful. Like, this is not how I like my stuff. Like, I've been telling y'all, like, I've been struggling with acne too lately. Like, especially with this new job because I'm in the station I was working in, that I was training in. It's a lot of oil and it was getting in my face and in my pores. And but I got some stuff that hopefully is going to be better. And plus, this coming up week, I'm gonna be more front of the house, so I'm not gonna be touching that stuff as much. So hopefully it improves over the week because I think just the constant splashing of oil in my face all day was not helping. But like, I don't always feel like at my best, especially just y'all saw, like, y'all been watching me for a while, like I told you, I lost everything. But at the same time, a lot of the stuff that I lost, I couldn't fit right now anyways. My clothes, most of the stuff I had, it would be too big now. I've lost so much weight. I've lost over 60 pounds. So it's like I'm rebuilding myself into something, and a lot of people wouldn't even know. And that's what's special about y'all too, is that even though you've been through so much, a lot of people would have never, they think that you've always kind of had it easy. They feel like you've had a silver spoon in your mouth even though they don't know anything about you. They just don't understand how you radiate so brightly, and they don't understand how much you had to go through to become this person, and they don't even know that you're not even done. This is why you're intimidating to people, because they can tell that this isn't even your best, and you're still great and you're not even trying. You're not even trying. Like, you're just doing you. And so many people, I tell y'all all the time that people live these false narratives of who they are. They're fake. They lie to themselves to make themselves feel better. They don't really care about their lives. Like, a lot of people are miserable. They are miserable. They hate themselves. They hate their lives. And like, you can see it all over their face. You could see it in people's eyes. If you look at someone long enough, you can tell how miserable they be. So people can't stand that when they look at you, they see real life. Because even though you may be struggling, even though you may be going through some things, you carry it so well. And these people, a lot of people be on they are on the verge of crashing out. A lot of people be on autopilot. They get up, they go to work, they talk to a friend or two, they eat, take a shower, go to sleep, and wake up and do it all over again. And they're not really living, they just kind of here. And then they come in contact with you, and then they feel your energy and your aura, and they're just like, what is this person doing that I'm not doing? How is it that me and this person work at the same job? I might even make more money than this person, but this person just seems to be so much happier than me. And it's because you have gratitude. You live in the simple things of joy, that just waking up every day is a blessing to you. Being with your kids is a blessing to you. Having at least one meal a day, eating is just a blessing to you. Having somewhere to lay your head at night is just a blessing to you. And you're so grateful for those things. Having access to the internet, water, you know, heat, especially now that it's getting cold outside. Like the little things, you are blessed and you feel gratitude. And a lot of people don't live in gratitude. Like a lot of people are chasing after the new and latest thing, and they feel like they'll be whole once they get something new. But as soon as they get that new thing, that feeling wears off, and then they're looking for the next best thing. They can never stay consistent with just being happy with one thing, because they don't know themselves, they don't trust themselves, they don't love themselves. And they hate that you love yourself and that you're comfortable with who you are and that you're not chasing outside validation, and they want you to notice them. And some people are comfortable with negative attention because at the end of the day they're getting attention. So if that means you cuss them out, they're happy because they're just like, yes. Some people thrive off of negative energy. And that's why when you don't give it to those people, you oftentimes get to see some of those people crash out. Because they'll come in, like, they'll have one of those days where they got a real big chip on their shoulder because say some stuff not working out in their life. And then they want you to be their target because they're like, oh, this is going to be my project. I'm going to get this person off their square and I'm going to upset them until they expose themselves for who they are. And people be like, why are you starting problems? And then they get mad and they crash out. Like, I promise you, people be doing some of the strangest stuff. But people got the wrong idea about y'all. And let them believe whatever it is they want to believe. Let people say whatever they need to say about you that makes them feel better. And just keep living your life. But I love y'all. It's your girl, K Divine. I'll see you later. Bye.